Hello everybody, it is Oh Hot Damn Gaming here today, and today I'm going to give you Top 5 Tuesday. What? On Friday? I know what you're thinking. I was actually on vacation this week, guys, and I had a plan that I was going to upload it mobilely, but that didn't exactly work out. So, I'm actually going to do it on Friday this week. The video is recorded as if it was on Tuesday, but it's not going up on Tuesday, it's going up today on Friday, so I apologize for that. And, it is not the one that got recommended last Tuesday because I'll explain why in the video, but without further ado, let's just hop right into the video and you can watch and enjoy this top 5. It is that day of the week again. Today is Top 5 Tuesday. On this Top 5 Tuesday, we are going to be doing the top 5 worst starting rooms in Call of Duty. Now this one actually isn't the one that we got recommended last week. The one recommended last week was the top 5 wonder weapons, which I am working on Dave and more, so don't worry about that. I will be getting that out as soon as possible. But getting the wonder weapons isn't exactly easy, or building some of the buildable wonder weapons, so that one will be coming out next week, hopefully, if not a little later. But so yeah, this week is going to be doing the top 5 worst starting rooms. A very fun one and interesting one to think about. You know, because we all have those starting rooms we just hate being in. We can't wait to get out of there. So let's get right into this list right now. Coming in our number 5 position today is going to be 5, ironically. Now 5 is one of those starting rooms. It has everything you need, I guess. I mean, it has the quick revive, it has the door that's only 750. The only problem I have with 5 is just you get stuck on so many things. My goal is to always stay at around 3 or 4 in starting rooms. And that's just a bit of a challenge on 5, honestly, because you just get stuck on so many things. Training in there isn't exactly easy. I mean, you're stuck with the starting room weapons, of course, which aren't, I mean, they can last you, but not very long in there. And you also have to build up a lot of points because when you're on 5, you really just want to get from starting room all the way down to the power and then get your jug as soon as possible. So you need to build up a lot of money in that starting room just to get a lot of points. So you tend to stay in the starting room for a lot longer than just 3 or 4 rounds, which is why it's such a pain to be in there, especially when there's so many things to get stuck on. So that's why it comes in the number 5 position today. And it's not the worst of the worst, of course, since it's only a number 5, but I mean, it's of course not an easy one to be in. So coming in at our number 4 position is Moon. Now I know what you're gonna say. Moon is actually a good starting room-ish. The starting room, I guess you could say, is Area 51. But Area 51 isn't exactly the starting room. Area 51 is like sort of a bonus round where you can pick up Jug on the way out. If you get Jug, it's pretty nice actually. The only problem I have with the starting room on the Moon is by the time you get out of Area 51, you've spent all your grenades and probably most of your pistol ammo, which is why it's going to be hard to survive, especially when the spaceman can spawn in probably on round 1 sometimes, and just like you don't have anything to combat him with. You have to save up to buy the door with your knife. It's just not a fun starting room. Once you get out of it, of course, it's a little easier. Moon, of course, isn't my favorite map, but I mean, just the starting room is like a little, it's hard to get out of at first, and getting points to get out of there. So that's why it makes the number 4 position. The original starting room where you can get Jug, it's an awesome idea. I wish they did it on more maps, but the starting room itself isn't the best. So moving on to our number 3 position, we have Origins. Now Origins, I honestly don't like this starting room at all. Just like I said about 5, you have to stay in there about 3 rounds, I'd say, or 4. There's a lot to do in the starting room, which is why I don't really like it. Starting room shouldn't be something like setting up, really. You should just worry about getting points. I like some of the features, I guess, in the starting room, but I mean, I never liked the generator thing and how you have to do that. I wish you could just get quick revive right off the bat. The starting room, you have to choose one of 2 ways to go, which I honestly don't like very much because, I mean, the box can be one of the either ways, and you can end up going the wrong way. You just have to spend more time going the wrong way and worrying about guns and all that. So that's why I don't really like the starting room. Just the vibrations, I don't know. And one thing I really hate about the starting room is the window by the generator. It's kind of deep into the wall, I guess you could say, so you can't even knife through it half the time, which is why I really do not like this starting room. So let's jump right into the number 2 worst starting room. This one is more of a worthlessness rather than a hardness. This is the buried starting room. I mean, there's literally nothing here. Most people, when you play online matches, they just run and jump down into the place below. there is nothing on the starting room at all. I mean, you get your starter guns, that's it. It's not exactly the easiest to stay higher rounds on this starting room. The only thing you could really do is build up 2,000 points and get the LSAT. Besides that, that rhymes right there. But besides that, there's not much to the starting room. One thing I would have to say I like about this is you can go down to the box like immediately. There's like not much waiting. I like starting rooms that are pretty close to the box in a central location, I guess you could say. So I like to get to the box fast and get quick revive fast. That's my personal thing I look for in a starting room. So let's go right into our number one worst starting room today. There won't be any honorable mentions or dishonorable mentions, I guess you could say. But the number one worst starting room, or most pointless in this case, is of course Transit. I mean, there is no point in the starting room at all. I mean, there's a door that you can buy to get out of the bus, which is the worst door to buy ever because you can build a fan and get out there for free. There's literally nothing going on there. It's just pointless. I mean, pointless, pointless, pointless. You don't even have to buy your way out. Like a starting room, you should have to buy your way out of the starting room. Nope, you have to build a fan. And if you choose to buy your way out, it's like a dumb move because you're supposed to build a fan anyways. So, I mean, it's just a very, very dumb starting room. I do not like Transit at all, which is why like there's nothing good in the starting room that will get you set up for like the rest of Transit. I mean, the best thing you can do after the starting room is get the B23R off the bus, but like that's not even a very good gun. It won't last you very long at all. So Transit is just such a bad starting room, such a pointless starting room. And as if that's not enough, try staying in there 3 rounds. The floor will be on fire. Then you have to deal with fire, which makes it even worse. And it's just one of those I like to get out as fast as possible. Generally, I get out on round 1, not even round 2, just because it's so bad. Which is why it makes the number 1 position the worst starting room of all time. If you enjoyed this video, guys, leave it a like, possibly even subscribe. You can leave a comment for the next top 5 down below. I read through all the comments, and I'll definitely take your ideas into consideration. So thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry I also didn't get Minecraft Monday out yesterday. It's a bit of a busy week for me in general. So I'll try working on that next week. But I'll also try working on the top 5 wonder weapons as you wanted to see. But other than that, guys, thank you for watching and have an awesome week.